Hi Statesman Nation, we are sitting down with Lauren Eldridge, head women's volleyball coach, as we preview the 2024 season. Coach, let's just get right into it. Let's talk about last year, do a little recap, and then we'll move forward into this year.
Finished top 8, made postseason again, I think, for the 4th or 5th year in a row. So that's always a goal, but that's kind of just the standard now. An okay season, not the best, not the worst. I'm definitely looking to get a lot better this year. We return almost everybody from last year. A lot of seniors this year returning, which is really nice for the experience piece. Last year we had a couple of bumps on the road. Not the best. That's why this year it's going to look a lot on the road for non-conference. Yep. So hopefully we can benefit from that going into conference season. But looking a little bit last year, but really ready for this next season.
Sure. Talked about having a lot of seniors, but looking at the roster, there's a lot of newcomers as well. Talk about the recruiting piece, where you were looking at, what you were looking for to fill in the lineup.
Yeah, most of our squad is going to be juniors and seniors with a couple of sophomores, but some of those are from JUCO as well. So we have a lot of experience this year, not just depth, but the experience, which is huge, especially playing college. It's nice to have a year or 2, 3 under your belt. So I mean, a lot of JUCO transfers, a lot of seniors. We do have a couple of freshmen too coming in this year that could look for some playing time.
All right, let's break it down however you want to do it. If you want to talk about returners first, or you want to talk about position by position, your call.
Okay, let's go position. Outsides, we have Olivia returning for us, 5th year senior for us. All-American last year, all-conference. She had a really good season, hoping to keep that and make it even better this year for her last year. We have Caitlin Jeter on the outside returning for us. Senior, she's developed so much in her 4 years here. Excited for her. And then we have a freshman coming in I'm super excited about. And she was really all-state player in Missouri in high school, so looking to potentially get some playing time on the outside, maybe right side. I'm going to middles.
Sorry, name.
Mariah Reed, sorry. Going to the middles, we have Patricia returning in the middle for us. JUCO transfer last year, 2nd year here with us. Really good size. She's developed a lot in the spring too. We have a JUCO transfer, Kiana Jackson. She's going to do really good for us. All conference at Labette Community College. We have Emily returning for us, and then another freshman coming in that can also play the right side for us. Nicole McManus from Las Vegas. Right side, 2 seniors returning. Both kind of competed last year for that right side spot. Delaney and then Jade as well. Jade's a 5th year, so excited to get her 5th year underway, and she had a lot of playing time last year, running a 5-1 this year. So looking for maybe a same setter coming back or a new setter. We have Kate Hahn returning for us setting. She's played every position. Yep. If you ask her, she's like, I've played everything but DS. Maybe we can get that in this year, I don't know. Kate Hahn can run a 5-1 for us. We have Lydia, a JUCO transfer from KCK, and then we also have Brooklyn, who's a JUCO transfer from Washington for us. DS, we have Kaya back. She was an all-conference player for us last year, but she has some competition with Mia. She transitioned from the setting position last year to DS in this last spring. And then we also have Jazzy back there as well.
All right, let's talk about the schedule, non-conference wise. I mean, you guys get going. It seems really early, but maybe it's just a weird part of how the calendar shows. But already at Dort this weekend, so let's talk about the non-conference schedule, how it prepares you for the Heart.
We try to do teams that are going to be at least 500 this last year, or maybe a little bit above. So we open with Dort and then Mayville State, 2 decently good teams in the NAIA. So it's nice to see them and being on the road again. I kind of mentioned earlier, we're trying to do everything on the road, non-conference, besides our home tournament, so we can get ready for the road games for conference. Then we actually go and see 2 conference opponents for non-conference games next week, which will be kind of nice, Missouri Valley and CMU. So we get to have CMU at a neutral site, which is different. We've never seen them besides home and away. And we get them at home this year too, which is really nice. We go to Kansas Wesleyan in a couple weeks after that. With some more, K-Dub is usually ranked, so just having tough competition going into conference. It's kind of what we tried for last year. Didn't really fall our way some games, so hopefully this year it's a little bit different with all the experience we have.
Sure. Then in regards to the conference, the Heart, you got Park at the top, Central Methodist is there, Mid-Am, along with Benedictine, et cetera. I mean, it's a strong conference. So just talk about where, you know, how excited you are, or a little nervous maybe, about, you know, getting into the hard schedule and just how much of a grind it's going to be.
Yeah, this year is going to be different. Every year is different. I know our conference is weird, I think, for every sport. Like, people on the top sometimes fall in the middle goes up, middle goes down, people from the top go up. I think we're going to have some surprises this year in conference, with bottom teams kind of making their way up to that top 8, and I think some top 8 schools kind of falling down. From our conference meeting we had, it seemed like everybody has a new team besides a couple of us. So I'm hoping we can take advantage of that with us having, you know, all that experience in returners. But I mean, we do get a lot of those tougher teams besides CMU on the road. So hopefully, you know, this non-conference schedule helps us with that stuff. But a lot of them are either going to be new teams besides Park. They're basically returning everybody, so we should be familiar with them because we've seen them a decent amount. I'm just hoping that, you know, this experience that we have with all these juniors and seniors will help us in those big games.
All right, let's talk about, putting a nice little bow on it, keys to success this year. What's it going to take? I mean, obviously you talked about having a lot of newcomers, but a lot of talent coming back, pulling it all together and having a successful year.
One thing we focused on this year was our connectedness as a team, you know, just being really bonded. That's something I think we were lacking this last year. So we're doing a team read this preseason, and, you know, just being about, like, buying into each other, not just solely volleyball, but, like, if you love each other, you're going to, you know, dive on the ground for every single ball. You're going to run through the bleachers. Most of the time we already do that because a lot of us get concussions or something. But we just want to have that connectedness, so, you know, it's not just about the volleyball, but bigger picture, and then hopefully that translate from, you know, easy games, medium games, all those hard games that we play, so it's connected and not just kind of surface level type love.
Awesome. Okay, well, good luck with connecting the team and everything with the newcomers and the returners. Once again, Lauren Eldridge of the women's volleyball team. They start up at the Dort tournament this weekend. The first time you'll see the Statesmen will be on the 30th and 31st. Our Labor Day tournament should be a heck of a good time in the pack. So best of luck, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you.